live.
How's it going?
Man, it's been a little minute.
Yeah, sorry, life just took over.
Hey, college is hard.
Oh my god.
College life,
Yeah.
this is hard. But we're back for our third episode.
What is it? Week 7 just passed?
Yep, week 7. And of course, the first thing we have to talk about is the Titans falling to 5-1, losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are now the only undefeated team in the NFL.
I don't think they deserved it, but
No, they don't deserve it. That defense is not as steel curtain as they want to say the
no,
defense
the defense is overrated.
I mean, A.J. Brown had like 6 receptions for 100. It was either 153 yards. Yeah, that defense. To me, if you watch the game, Titans fans should have left that game feeling more confident than Steelers fans left that game feeling.
We destroyed them the second half.
It shows that the Titans, we already knew the Titans don't give up, and it also showed that Pittsburgh can be beat. It showed that A.J. Brown is our true number 1 receiver. It showed Tannehill is one of the
Top
clutches.
5.
Oh, he's top 5 for sure. And it showed that that even as bad as our defense played, it showed that our only problem is our special teams.
Special teams and the defense did not perform well in the first half.
At all.
It was so sloppy. Third down was the whole game, but they finally got to it in the third and fourth quarter. They held them. They wouldn't let them. They didn't drive, I don't think, at all fourth. Did
No,
they? They did once, but we intercepted
drive,
it.
Like, as bad as our defense played, we still forced 3 interceptions. That's great. But in the long run, we're still 5-1. But we got the Bengals next week, so
hopefully we can step it up. Hopefully Gostkowski can step up the field goals too. Hopefully we won't have to use him next week, but
I don't ever want to put him on the field. I get scared.
I don't know how Vrabel has so much faith in him.
I don't either.
Like, I would have rather went for it on 4th down with Tannehill than Gostkowski. I would have rather ended the game right there than.
I thought about it and I wouldn't be mad if Vrabel would have sent Tannehill out there to get the.
It would have been the same outcome if we didn't score.
Exactly, and you can't even say, well, you have to take the automatic points because Gostkowski's
not
automatic. He's not automatic one bit.
No. But yeah, I think we're good. Like, it's not embarrassing at all to say we lost to a 6-0 team.
No, and I think we proved that we're the better team.
Oh yeah, they're not good.
Like, if you have to be concerned if you're a Pittsburgh fan. Big Ben has 1 to 2 years max left in the league.
Saying 1. I think he should retire after this year.
I think he should.
So I don't think they're going to come back this good next year.
Clay Claypool is not Rookie of the Year. He's good, but he's not Rookie of the Year.
He had one good game, and y'all are crowning him as like a GOAT, but he's not.
But I think it showed that even with us playing bad on defense, that we're still a top tier team.
Sorry. But so against Cleveland, he had 74 yards. Against Houston, week 2, or it might have been 3, I don't know, but he had 24. The only good game he had was versus Philadelphia. That's not saying anything either.
Is that the 4 touchdown game?
That's the 3 touchdown.
3 touchdowns.
For 110 yards. Like, it's not. And I hate how they call it. They said Tennessee runs out of 4th quarter magic. Like, no, we didn't. We destroyed them. We played so good in the 4th quarter.
Like, I feel like so many people, they think it's luck, so they want to see us fall. They just don't want to accept that we're a good team.
That's how they always look at us.
And like, I felt more confident in this Titan team than I felt in a long time. Because last year, we were pretty good, but I still wasn't confident. Like, this year, I go into a game expecting to win.
Yeah. Expecting to put up at least 25, 30.
And how often is it in a Titan season that the offense is carrying?
Never.
Tannehill has been that guy.
Somebody said we would be better off. I'm not gonna name names. Jadair Willis said we would be better off with Marcus Mariota. Like, no, the kid couldn't drive. He's a good backup. He's not a good starter at all.
I miss Marcus. Not because he was good. Not because he was like. I just miss Marcus.
He didn't have any like. He didn't have a personality. Like, dude was quiet. He just was like, man.
I think to me as a Titan fan, because you gotta think we were Titan fans when we were 2-14. Marcus, he signified hope.
Jake Locker.
Oh, I never liked that pick. I never agreed with that pick. Like, I was so hyped for Marcus. I hope he takes over the Raiders job so bad.
I mean, if you look at the draft class, Jameis Winston and Marcus, I would have taken Marcus for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, even though Jameis Winston led the league in passing yards last year, he had like 32 interceptions.
Hey, Jameis is with the Saints. I think they're just gonna hand him the job when Drew Brees retires.
As long as he has, which I say as long as he has Michael Thomas, he had Mike Evans in Tampa. And that's all he threw to.
Michael Thomas hasn't even played in games. He's fighting his teammates now.
Now he's injured again. I can't remember what it was.
That's crazy.
I think he's out like this week and next, which is ridiculous.
And I don't even hate Mike Thomas as much as most people. Most people can't stand him.
Yeah, I like him because he's good.
They be like slant boy. If you're a receiver, I don't care how you get the ball as long as you make something happen with it.
Yeah, so he got a grade 1 hamstring strain in practice.
That's crazy. I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to trade him.
We'll take him.
I would take him for sure.
Hey.
Especially like with his recent outburst and everything that's going on, they probably couldn't get as. They probably take a second and a third rounder. I wouldn't give a first rounder for him though.
No. I'd rather just pick up a wide receiver in the first round because
I would too.
But I think our biggest need in the draft is going to be cornerbacks.
Speaking of wide receivers, so we have Corey Davis coming up as a free agent. Would you rather us re-sign him or just draft one? Both?
Yeah. I say trade Humphreys if you can. He's not going to be worth anything. Maybe a 6th round. But, I mean, that's a 6th round. I mean, it's another draft pick.
I'd keep Humphreys. Not because I always thought Humphreys was overpaid from the jump. I'd keep him and just let him walk at the end of free agency. Because like you said, we're not going to get a lot for him. So I wouldn't bring in somebody that needs to learn the system. I'd bring in somebody that knows the system. And like I said, I like Humphreys, but I think I've always thought he's been overpaid.
Yeah, he's done decent. Nothing you can.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say
about.
he hasn't done anything, but I let him walk.
I wish we would get Khalif Raymond, like we talked about earlier. I wish we would get Khalif Raymond a little bit more involved.
I think Khalif Raymond.
He's got the speed, man.
Just
put him on a go.
I think Khalif Raymond could take Adams Humphrey little slot position and do just fine doing it.
And we don't take big plays. Like we don't go for big plays.
We really don't.
Like, and I mean, I think that's why our turnover ratio is like +9. But
best in
the worst thing that could happen is a turnover. Best thing that could happen is he catches it or gets a pass interference, and we get a spot foul.
Because, like you said, we don't take big plays. All our big plays just happen. Like Derrick Henry's 94-yard touchdown, AJ Brown.
Yeah.
Like they just.
And I think that was a key to success to beat the Ravens. I mean the Steelers. I saw they couldn't cover slants. Like they were doing terrible against slants. That's where half of our completions came from.
All that pressure on that defense is that front seven. Yeah. If you get the ball off, that secondary is weak. Yeah. Like I know they got Joe Hayden, Minka Fitzpatrick, but AJ Brown showed that they have a weakness, and that weakness is sitting in that corner position.
I wish we would have won. I don't like the Steelers. The fans are just so cocky, and it's so annoying. I've been arguing with Steelers fans this whole week on Instagram.
Hey, if y'all see the pod arguing with other fans, just like the
comment.
Mind
your business.
Just like the comment and agree. But I mean, the Pittsburgh fans, I think, like I said, the Titans fans should leave more confident in that game because Pittsburgh fans, you have the Ravens next. You're not beating the Ravens.
No, y'all are no. Like they're not even doing as good as last year. No.
That's what's crazy is the Ravens they've not looked dominant at all this year.
They look average.
I hope the Ravens and the Chiefs play in the playoffs so we don't have to play one of them. I'm not trying to play both of them again in the playoffs.
So what is it looking like? Chiefs are gonna get like, if we keep going like we're going, third seed probably, second or third. I'm hoping they get the first and we get like second or third. Because it's only one's going through a bye, right?
Yeah, only one gets a bye.
I think that's what helped us because the Ravens benched their starters in week 17, had the bye, and then put their starters back. So the starters, they were cold.
And the Ravens, when they would started slowly pulling Lamar, he was only playing like till halftime. So Lamar essentially, for a month, was really just chilling. But I want to see that. And speaking of playoffs, it would be a match made in heaven if it was the Titans and the Seahawks in the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, you want to go into depth about why you think that?
Because we're the same. Like if you watch the Seahawks and you watch the Titans, they're the same team. Teams that don't get pass rush, and teams that can't give up big leads and come back. I feel like that game would be one of the greatest Super Bowls ever to be played. I want that. I want to watch that game. It would just be a fun game to watch. And if we lose to the Seahawks,
I'd be fine with it.
I would because Russell Wilson's just a nice person.
MVP candidate number 1, I think.
I genuinely like Russell. I want to see that game.
You know, I saw it was a post on Instagram. I can't remember who it was, but it was like comment your top three MVP candidates, and somebody said Russell, Aaron Rodgers, and Derrick Henry. I was like, I appreciate that.
Derrick, I don't see him getting it, but not because he can't earn it, but just because MVP is it's a quarterback award. We all know that the MVP. I mean, the NFL is a quarterback league, so the MVP is a quarterback award.
And we were talking about the Ravens. I was looking at their schedule, and they played just about the same caliber as us, like team-wise. Browns, Texans, Washington, Bengals, and Eagles. It's nothing. I mean, the Chiefs lost. That's obvious. But I don't see them being that great. And the Browns, dude, so overhyped. They're not good. Okay,
You don't think the Browns are good? I think they're average. I don't think they're stars, but I think they're average.
When I was looking, it was like, I said, the Steelers haven't played anybody. And you said, Browns and Titans? Like, the Titans, yes. The Browns, no. Just because they're 5-2 does not mean anything.
Yo, you see Baker went off, though. He started
Not in the first quarter.
Nah, he started off like 0 for 5. Threw an interception, cost Odell the season. But then after that, I think it was something crazy like 23 for 23 and 5 touchdowns.
I don't know. I don't really care for him. I hate him.
You hate Baker?
Yes. Stick to commercials, bro.
I don't feel any type of way about him. Rest up Odell though. That hurt. That made me. I want to see Odell.
I wonder if he'll be back in time for next season.
He's got. I hope.
Because there was questions about it.
I want to see Odell with a strong quarterback. Odell became people like Odell's a has-been. He became a star with Eli Manning, and then his next quarterback was Baker Mayfield.
He's like, I see Odell as like average.
You see Odell
He's
as
got
average.
good catching abilities, and that's about it.
I need to see.
He's got speed.
I love Odell. I need to see what he can do with a good quarterback.
I just think if he wasn't so he didn't talk so much and wasn't so cocky, I would like him, but nah, I don't like him.
I feel like a lot of people, because once he made that catch, everybody was gunning for him. So of course, Odell plays strictly off emotions. So he was gonna talk back, and I feel like a lot of people don't like that. But he really ain't been talking since he got to Cleveland.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot about him.
Yeah, he knows Baker. He knows Baker.
It was New York. It was like, did the Josh Norman. That was hilarious. I loved every minute of that.
When Odell and Josh Norman first started beefing, that was so funny. Now look at him.
Yeah, Josh Norman getting thrown into the suites by Derrick Henry.
That was such a good play.
That was hilarious. Vrabel said that was the best 5-yard rush he's ever seen.
Derrick is just a monster.
He was as tall as the Steelers linebackers, dude.
And for anybody that says Derek is falling off, I want you to know he leads the league in rushing touchdowns, in rushing yards. Over 100. Clyde, Kansas City running back, Clyde. I know his name is Clyde. I can't say his name.
Edwards Hilaire or something.
Yeah.
Hilaire.
He's second, and he needs 100 more yards. I think 120 more yards to come close to Derek. Derek is going to finish the 2-time rushing champ.
You're going to say he had one good game. Oh, that's the reason he's had. No. He's had 2 bad games and still in the league. And watch, he's going to hit 150 plus next week.
And they're not even bad games. They're just, we've all grown accustomed to Derek going off. But running backs don't get the ball like that, so 70 yards for them is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
But we just got accustomed to Derek putting up 100 here, 100 there.
Yeah,
100 there.
Steelers fans were happy about holding him to 100. That's sad. You got to hold him. That's sad.
And anybody that wants to talk about that Steelers, I think his name was Spinelli, smacking Derrick Henry in the hole. I want you to know, he got hurt.
Still got hurt.
And I'm not happy that he got hurt, but you can't tackle Derrick like that and not get hurt. And then Derrick scored on two plays later. So I don't want to hear anything about the Steelers fans talking about we loading the box with Derrick. No, you didn't stop Derrick. He still has 70 yards and a touchdown.
And then somebody on Instagram said that I said James Conner was overrated and it has been. He had one good season. Said he still had more rushing yards than Derrick. He had 8 more rushing yards and no touchdowns. Derrick had a touchdown.
They overhyped James Conner because they know they miss Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
They know they miss him.
What about him going to the Chiefs? How you feel about that?
I was shook. I feel like
I didn't see it coming.
ESPN posted this thing, and it was like the 3 teams that he chose all play the Jets. I think he was like, let me go ahead and
want to get a little revenge.
He was like, let me get this ring and this revenge, and we're going to see what happens next year.
If he gets a ring, I'm going to be pissed off.
Why, you don't like Bell?
Not at all. I don't like a lot of people. I think I like Titans players, and that's about it. DK Metcalf, I like him.
22 miles per hour. Yeah, they waiting on a touchdown. It was to stop a touchdown. You know how much effort that is? And
he was at the goal line. I think Buda Baker, where did he intercepted? About the 5? No, he intercepted about the 2. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch this. I got a video with all angles.
I would say with all angles.
Oh, I just turned my computer off. Oh, frick. I was like, why? Let's restart this. I mean, I would be so scared if I was him.
And you see how he tried to stiff arm him, then he was like, never mind, I'm just keep going.
Especially with DK's visor on. Oh my god, oh my god.
I see why Eagles fans beat themselves up every day because they didn't sign him.
Yeah. Russell should have thrown it on a dime. He kind of lobbed it. That's why I got picked. Dude came out of nowhere though. Golly, dude. I like this angle right here. I wish the Seahawks would have won.
You do?
Yeah.
So I've been seeing a lot of people put Kyler Murray over Tannehill.
No.
I don't think so either.
No.
Name your top 5 in the league right now, quarterback-wise.
It would, okay, Hurt included?
Huh?
Hurt, like people that are hurt?
Nah, don't do Hurt, because if you do Hurt, then
okay, number 2 or 3 would probably be Dak, okay, if he was healthy. Because dude missed a game and was still leading passing yards.
Bro, if the Cowboys don't pay Dak, and Dak has proved he's the Cowboys.
Yeah. Because they're nothing without him.
Nothing.
They need to work on defense too. But top 5 quarterbacks. So number 1, probably Patrick Mahomes still. Okay, he's pretty good. I don't want to put. I don't know. This one you gotta let me think.
If I had to rank 5, I would go Pat Mahomes 1, Russell Wilson 2. I would put Lamar at 3. I like Lamar. Lamar is cold. Who would I put it
I
for?
don't like it.
I would put Aaron Rodgers at 4, and I put Tannehill at 5.
Okay, so I'm gonna go off with the 5 you had. So keep the top 2. Take Lamar, put him at 5, and then I go Aaron Rodgers, Tannehill at 3 and 4.
And I'm not saying that Brady is not a top. Brady's the GOAT. We all know this.
He's not this year.
But he's not this year. Brady's not a top 5 quarterback this year.
I mean, yeah, he had a good game last week, but I mean, it's a 16-game season. No.
If you put me on the Bucs playing quarterback, I'm gonna have a great game. I'm throwing Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and soon to be Antonio Brown
and Rob Gronkowski. Like, they need to use him more. I think they would be great. He ain't having no type of year this year.
He's not. OJ Howard, and they backup tight end is OJ Howard.
Yeah, that's what I think I said that last time.
But that's because Bruce Arians, he made it very clear he don't throw the tight ends like that.
That's dumb.
I don't know why, but he said he doesn't like to throw the tight ends.
If they would put the Titans offense into play in Tampa Bay, I think they would have minus the 30 carries for rushing. But I mean, they still have Leonard Fournette. So
I'm so hyped that cause when all that broke out, where they were like Brady's coming to Nashville and they're pushing Tannehill out, I was so.
I didn't want him.
You didn't want Brady?
No.
I was so torn because part of me was like, you can't turn down Brady, and then part of me was like, yes, you can. Tannehill's been balling.
I'm glad we.
And then it came out that they were like, they never really wanted Brady. That it was a ploy to get Tannehill to lower his but then we still gave him $97 million. So I don't understand what we did all that for.
Yeah.
But Tannehill's the guy.
I'm okay with paying him $97 million if he keeps.
To be honest, at first I was like, oh my, that's a lot of money.
You thought he was 1 year wonder?
Nah, I didn't think 1 year wonder. I thought one trick wonder. Because I was like, because when we lost to the Chiefs took away our play action.
Mm-hmm.
Tannehill kind of froze. And I was like, Tannehill's the quarterback as long as the running game is working. But we need a quarterback that can focus when the running game ain't working.
I think we showed that in the Bills game.
Yes. So we were thinking, and I was like, I think 97 is too much. I didn't think 1 year. I thought he'd keep it up. I thought one trick. And then the Broncos, they didn't stop there, but they slowed him down. Tannehill drove us down the field. Tannehill has constantly driven us down the field without the play action.
It's 4 fourth quarter winning drives.
So yeah, I have no problem with Tannehill getting the $97 million now. Looking back on it.
Yeah, no. And then Derrick Henry, he was a steal. What was it,
25 million?
Yeah. So it was 12 and a half per year.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Derrick just wants to win.
Yeah, I'm glad. Because that's what happened with Chris Johnson. He was a good running back, and the money went to his head.
Yeah.
And
I loved Chris Johnson at first, his little dance and everything. I was one of the first people to jump off the Chris Johnson train.
I liked him, but not like anything ever like that.
I loved him, but I was like,
I usually like to make fun of his little. He'll be standing on the sidelines just.
And another thing for y'all fake Titans fans, if you can't name any player,
we don't want you.
We really don't. If you don't know who our quarterback was when we were 2 and 14,
we had 6. But I mean,
Charlie White. You remember Charlie Whitehurst? Hated that guy.
What's his name? Matt Hasselbeck. Ryan Fitzpatrick at one point.
Bro, this is the deadline. If you weren't a Titans fan when we were versus the Colts for that play-in and you get in the playoffs and we had to start Blaine Gabbert and ended up losing that game, don't be a fan now. I was so mad. I was so mad in that game.
Was that Marcus's first or second year?
It was his third.
Third?
Because he had a 4-year deal. That was the year right before we got Tannehill. But yeah, if you weren't a fan then, don't. Because I saw all y'all posting on Snap. Y'all were like, man, the Titans suck. This team sucks. We had one bad half. Slow down. Slow down. Real Titan fans.
And Pittsburgh was chewing the clock, dude. 10 minutes for their opening drive to score a touchdown. It's ridiculous.
But I feel like more teams are going to take that approach because what's to keep me from running on first and second down and bleeding the clock? if I know your defense can't stop me on third.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
And it's right over the middle too.
Still, it's disrespectful.
And it's not Jayon Brown because Jayon Brown is one of the best young middle linebackers in coverage.
And didn't we sign him off the practice squad back last year?
Jayon?
Yeah.
No, we drafted him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of Derek Bates.
Yeah, you think of Bates. Evan,
I feel bad for him too.
I don't know where the problem is because it's right. It's a little post route right over the middle, right over the middle, right over the middle. That's killing us on like 3rd and 16. But we get Dory back, gotta work him into game speed, and we'll be good because I know y'all giving up on Malcolm Butler, but I feel like Malcolm Butler is because we're asking him to cover some of the fastest people on the field, and he's never been a speed corner.
Yeah.
He's more jam you up at the line type corner.
And then
physicality
don't
type
turn your
corner.
head when
He's got to start turning his head.
That makes me mad.
He's got to start turning his head. But I feel like because
Christian Fulton's his arms up.
Christian Fulton's out now for a couple weeks, so I feel like
decent.
By the playoffs when we have Adoree, Malcolm, and
hopefully we can pick somebody up too by then.
I think we will, but in case we don't, when we have Adoree, Malcolm, and Christian will play the slot. Adoree will take the number 1, which is often the speed, and Malcolm will take the number 2. I feel like our third down defense will improve tremendously. Because right now we're asking Malcolm to play speed when he's just not a speed corner.
Yeah. I think too another problem is that we got head coach playing head coach and defensive coordinator. Dean Pease, if you're gonna listen to this, can you please come back?
Facts.
Just until we get a Super Bowl ring, okay? 2-3 years max. I think we can get one this year if you come back. Okay?
I think we can get one this year. I really do, and I'm a big Titans fan.
I say that every year though.
But it comes from like years of heartbreak and letdown. My faith in the team is usually not like that. I usually don't got faith in the team like that.
Like last year, I thought, we'll get to the playoffs. We'll probably lose wild card weekend, but I mean, at least we made it.
Last year, the Chiefs jumped the Patriots. I was so happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay. I said, I can see us beating the Patriots, but I'm not going to get too happy because Tom Brady's still Tom Brady.
And he didn't play like Tom Brady.
Then we played the Ravens, and I'm like...
okay, it's good. The run was fun.
I was like, okay, this is fun, but Lamar's going to run all over us.
That's the key. I don't understand. That's the key to stopping them.
Is containing Lamar.
Yes, and I don't know why NFL teams aren't doing it. We showed them how to do it. Now do it.
And
we destroyed them.
We really did. And then I'm like, wait, Chiefs. But like this year, it's a whole different mindset for me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, Baltimore? Okay.
Let me try to find
Dubs. I'm like, I have so much confidence in this team. It's unreal at this moment. I'm prepared for a deep playoff run this year.
What goes in this notebook? I'm just trying this out, I guess. This is like, I want to see, because I think I had us beating the Bills.
I know for a fact I didn't. Not because I don't have faith, but because the Bills always, I don't know why, but we always play bad against the Bills. If you're a real Titans fan, you know that. But hey, we clapped them. 42-16.
I guess it wasn't this.
But I'm pretty sure you did have us beating the Bills.
I think I had us going 13-3.
Yeah, I think you had us going 13-3. I think I had us going 12-4 at the best and 10-6 at the worst. But I really see us going 13-3.
I saw us, I think, losing to the Steelers still. I think I had us losing.
The boy went to the Motley website, but I have it. I feel that anytime I get on the computer.
Every time I open a new tab, I always usually go to Milo. So I think I had us losing to the Colts, maybe. No, I think I had beaten them twice. Because I know Packers was an L. Ravens, yeah, so 13-3. Because Ravens, Packers, and Steelers.
I can't remember the fourth. I think I had us losing to the Bills, Packers, the Ravens. I can't remember that 14 I had us losing.
Was it one Colts game?
I think I had us beating the Colts this year. But see us going 13-3.
I think we can get to. So what are we at right now? 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 8-1. I think 8-1 till the Ravens game, and that'd be amazing.
I could see us pulling. The only game that I still like, I could see us beating the Ravens. I could see us beating the Packers, but our third down defense has to improve.
Yeah, which
Aaron
the Packers
Rodgers-
were second to last game though.
Aaron Rodgers is going to shred us if our third down defense doesn't improve.
Same with Lamar. Because it's 3rd and 2, you don't have anybody containing him. He's just going to roll out to the left or right
Take
and
off.
first down, probably 20 yards, honestly.
But I have more. The Titans, I'm usually like, oh, we got to keep it low. But I have faith in us in shootouts now. Tannehill has changed that.
Especially when we're down.
Yeah, I'm not even worried when we're down anymore.
What, 4, 5 games we've been down? I think 5 now with the
We
Steelers.
played 6 games, and I think we've been losing
Only
5.
the Bills was the one that that's terrible, man. But, I mean, it's worked. Tannehill's got 4 game-winning drives still, and I think he had 12 in his career before this, which is crazy.
We're good.
Yeah. I want to see us destroy the Bengals, destroy the Bears, destroy the Colts. Even though that's the only team in the AFC South I can stand. I want to beat the Ravens. That's all I'm asking for. No, if we could only lose 2 games this season,
I'll take a loss to the Ravens for a Super Bowl ring in a heartbeat, though.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'm gonna talk. I'm just like, we won the Super Bowl. I was on the team.
Which, I mean, my dad has been having season tickets since 2000. Whenever they moved to LP. I kind of miss LP Field.
I'm so hurt.
I
worked this whole summer so I could buy tickets to all the games this year. Then Corona came.
And now they're like $400 for a lower bowl ticket. That's ridiculous, man. Our face value for our tickets was $75, and we had 3 tickets. So you think $450 for 3 tickets per game?
But I was like, it hurt. It hurt.
Oh, the Ravens is away too.
Won't be a lot of fans. I don't get scared for away games. No
Yeah,
way.
this time, last year, it was like, oh god.
On me, because that was. But I feel like the team's confidence is rubbing off on the fans. If you look in the comment section, Titans fans be talking that smack now.
Yeah.
We used to just be a little quiet team in Nashville.
No, I always talk crap. I didn't care if we were 3 and
Y'all
13.
should see this man in action on the. Go to the Titan post to see this man in action, going crazy, going crazy. I be getting those alerts to my phone. I be seeing they be talking smack. I be like, oh, Cam he gonna eat that up.
Somebody said that. Somebody was talking about how we passed on Jamal Adams, and I'm like, shut up. Mike Mularkey was the coach back then. If Vrabel, I guarantee you, if Vrabel was in the war room at that time, he would have taken Jamal Adams.
He would have, because he's a defensive guy, and you still have to think. First of all, coming out of college, Corey Davis had all the hype in the world. Second of all, he hasn't played like a top 5 pick, but he has won us some games. Like that game, was it last year? I think it was the year before. Yeah, because it was still Marcus, where he went off against the Eagles. Corey saved us in the Broncos game with 101 yards.
Yeah.
And
then when A.J. Brown was out, Corey was number 1, even though that was when Jonnu Smith went off.
Yeah,
Shout out Jonnu.
Corey is not a bad player at all.
So, we're going to talk about Mr. Andy Dalton and the disappointing Cowboys season. I had faith in the Cowboys this year a little bit. Not a lot, but
without that, that's
they're going to be decent.
Bird.
But if Tannehill were to just get tapped on the head, barely, Taylor Lewan would be up in his face.
Taylor Lewan would be on the elevator down from the suite if that ever happened.
And then you're going to get this, and nobody does a thing. I remember Joe Flacco when Joe Flacco got knocked out by Kiko Alonso, I think.
Bro, I remember that play.
And they were fighting. Jim Harbaugh was up in Alonso's face. And I don't like that. Nobody's fighting.
You see where the coach called him out about it too? Mike McCarthy was like, they always want to talk about leadership, but nobody wanted to stand up for their quarterback.
Like, oh, well, it's not Dak. It's still your quarterback.
That locker room is imploding in front of our eyes.
Yeah. It's bad. Poor Dak, dude. I feel so bad for him.
Dak should take the money, and I mean like wherever the money goes. Dak, if Dallas don't offer you the most money, don't return.
Go somewhere.
Yeah,
Go to
speaking, I was gonna say, speaking of the pod, somebody just they going off on you on Instagram, Kim.
Y'all lost.
I can't wait. If the Ravens let me down, I'm gonna be so sad.
Oh, we commented on one of our
I'm telling y'all gotta follow Instagram so y'all can just go through and see all the comments that can be going back and forth with them. It's funny. It can be right.
He said y'all lost on my post about game day.
Yeah.
And he said y'all lost. And I said keep that same energy next week.
I want to see them in the playoffs. I want Pittsburgh in the playoffs. I want to send them home.
That's just not okay.
Like, I want to send them home. But yeah, back to your point, that wouldn't happen to Tannehill.
Even if it was Blaine Gabbert in back when he was our backup, it was him in, and I remember it was what was his name? He played. Best cornerback of all time, Richard Sherman. He came in with a late hit against Marcus, and I mean Taylor Wan, Quentin Spain, all of them were tearing him. It was hilarious. And no flag, by the way. The refs are always out to get us.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was ridiculous. But and then speaking of quarterbacks, Miami decided to sit Fitzpatrick on his best year, I think, of his career.
That broke my heart too.
His statement was, I was shocked by it. It definitely caught me off guard. It was a hard thing for me to hear yesterday, just digesting the news. My heart just hurt all day. Poor guy. I mean, when you're going off like that, you don't expect to get sat at all.
It's almost like he played too well, because you got to think, if they would have been in a close game with the Jets, Tua would not have been in the game. It would have been Fitzpatrick. So you break that down, and Tua had 2 passes and became a starter. 2 passes for 9 yards. But hey, I feel like it's because Fitzpatrick even said that he felt like this was his team. And that's different from him, because he's usually just back up here, back up there, and waiting for people to get hurt. He said, this is my team. And it hurt. Fitz, if you want to come back to Tennessee, you can come. You can't be the starter, but you can be our backup.
Yeah, you'd be a good backup.
For sure. Because our backup is Logan Woodside. No disrespect to Logan Woodside. I just don't know anything about you or if you can play. Might be up a little alert. Can't go on the phone. What they say, Cam? What they say?
Everyone been saying that since week 1. I don't want to hear it. Y'all are going to say it until we catch a defeat. Like I said. Next week.
They play the Ravens. They shouldn't beat us. And for all my Titans fans, I know we want a new kicker, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's week 7. It's not going to happen.
I mean, but if you say that, last year we had 5 kickers.
But they're close to this. John Robinson is close to this kicker. Mike Vrabel is close to this kicker. It's a personal thing. He's not going away.
I'll go kick for him.
I mean,
I'll do it. Look, I'll do it for $50,000. Okay, I want incentives though. I want, for every field goal I make, I want $300. For every extra point, I want $150. And if I miss a field goal, take $250. Okay. And then if we win the Super Bowl, it's $750,000. I can't remember. Oh yeah, it was Antonio Brown. It was incentives. It was like $1 million base salary, and it was like $750,000 if they win the Super Bowl, which is not gonna happen. Oh my god, dude! We had a 20-point lead. Let y'all come back. Y'all could have easily tried it, but y'all kicker is.
See, Steelers fans know when to talk about what happens if that game goes into overtime. If that game goes into overtime, Tannehill does what Tannehill does and leads the game winning drive. Whatever. They won. I give y'all that. But I want the Steelers in the playoffs. I want Derek to go off 200.
Last time I checked, the kicker is not your whole freaking team.
They don't match up with us team for team at all.
I said not like he's coming off a hip surgery or anything.
And see, that's why I don't want to be too hard on him, because it's like...
And he's still done decent.
Like, how much of this is hip surgery, and how much of this is you just not good?
Like, last week, was it a bad snap and a blocked, or was it block and missed?
I think it was blocked. Like, and that's that too. Like, we've had bad snaps. He's been blocked a couple times. But I need you to show up in moments like these.
Like, and how are you 6 for 6 outside of 50, but can't make one inside of 50? I have faith in you, okay? I still have faith. Okay, I was talking that mad stuff week 1, as every single Titans fan was, but
He was. And he has more faith in you than I do. I don't have faith in you. I get nervous every time you kick a field goal, and I think you're going to miss every time you kick a field goal. But Cam has faith, so that's good, because I don't.
I was really excited though when he came from, or when he signed.
You were?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Like, I forgot about him missing the whole season before, but I'm like, yeah, because why are we gonna get rid of Suck Up just to have another Suck Up?
When he signed, I was like, oh, okay.
I would have rather had Joseph, I think, but it's if our defense had done that job, Gostkowski wouldn't have been in that moment.
Because it's not even about his kicking. To me, he's always been a solid kicker, but he has a habit of missing big time field goals.
Yeah.
That's been one of these.
Well, except for this season.
One of the downfalls.
This season, he has 4 game winners. So.
Hey, and that's why I can't just completely be mad at him, because he's won us these games. But yeah, he let me down on this one.
Yeah, he let us all down. It's okay though. It's against the Steelers. Just gotta keep our head up. Go to next week.
Facts.
That's all you can do.
That's all we can do.
Usually, last year, if we would have lost, I would have been like, oh my god, we're about to go 2-13 again. Or not 2-13, 2-14. But this year, I'm like, because I kind of forgot how to lose. Because if you think about it, we went, so let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 and 1.
Facts.
We're
really not,
games.
It's back. It's good. I'm not tripping over it. This one loss isn't gonna kill us, or is it gonna define us?
Is Bell gonna be back this week? Is he gonna play this week?
He played last week, so he's definitely playing next week against the Chiefs. Against the Jets.
I hope he pops off.
I hope he does too. He wants to pop off.
Yeah, I didn't watch the Chiefs game, so I didn't know if he played.
I didn't watch it. I watched my boy Cam Newton throw 3 picks.
I don't like him.
Why don't you like him?
You want to go into picks?
Bet.
Week 8 picks. Starting off with Thursday night. We got Panthers and Falcons. If Christian McCaffrey's back, it's easy Panthers.
It's easy Panthers no matter what.
Either way, yeah.
Bridgewater's learning the offense.
Yeah, he's doing good. He did good last week.
Exactly. They went blow for blow with the Saints. They got it.
Steelers versus Ravens. Ravens by 30.
Hey, for real. Ravens, I hope Ravens clamp them up.
They're going to expose you. You're not good.
I hope Ravens clamp them up.
You're not good.
I hope they do.
Then we got Dolphins and Rams. The Rams are looking pretty dominant. I wouldn't say dominant, but they're looking good.
I know the Rams are going to win. And if Fitzpatrick was here, I would want the Dolphins to win.
Tua's knee is going to get blown out again.
I hope not. I hope not. But that throw, his first game.
I saw a meme of Aaron. It was like some big old buff dude, and it was like Aaron Donald, and then it was Tua, and he was just throwing him back and forth.
Aaron Donald's gonna eat up Tua, and I don't want to see it, but it's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. He's gonna get. Chiefs and Jets. That's easy. Chiefs.
59. 59.
I'll give him a field goal. Packers and Vikings. We're going Packs.
Packs.
I feel bad for the Vikings.
I do too, because like you can't even explain where they went bad. You just haven't played well.
No. Except for against us, of course. Everybody wants to play good against us. Like Houston played good, and they were saying we suck because we barely beat Houston. I'm sorry, last time I checked, the Steelers almost lost to Houston. Well,
yeah, and they almost lost to Philly.
So I don't want to hear it. Okay, I don't. Colts and Lions. And Colts. The Lions play like they did. It's either last week or last.
This game
week.
depends on what Philip Rivers does.
Yeah.
I want the Lions to win, so I'm gonna say go Lions. I hope they win. I got them pulling it out.
I think I'm gonna go with the Lions too because I don't like Philip Rivers either.
You don't like Philip Rivers?
No. He just talks too much. Like, shut up and play.
He talks. He's got all the dad jokes in the world. I love watching his mic.
You see he was talking mid-play because I think they were like trying to hard count, and then he was like, he burnt you something, and then he like turned, called a timeout, and he started talking again. It was hilarious. I wonder if I could find it.
Philip Rivers smack talk. It's funny. It's like some of the most funniest stuff ever. But yeah, I hope the Lions pull it out. Philip, he's another one that might need to let it go and retire too.
Yeah. His throwing style it's like, okay. Where is it? Because I know it was this year. It might have been against the Jets.
Can't play with 12, Greg! Hey, Greg, you can only play with 11, Greg! JT, don't dance with him, run him over. Dance with him. You weren't even close to making that play. You couldn't handle it. You weren't even close. Hey, put him skip right over here, shoot now, Don. Hey, yeah, a little blister, thanks. Awesome. Hey, oh!
He is such a dad. Had some technical difficulties.
We back.
We got scared.
Back. Hey, we both made that face
like we as soon as the video stopped and I was just like we both just at the same time just like
I got scared. I thought it was gone, but it's saved. Alright, so we were talking about your hate for Philip Rivers.
Like I don't know, man. Ooh.
But yeah, back on that. I hope the Lions pull it out. But like it all depends on Philip Rivers. He talks a lot of junk for the amount of interceptions he throws.
I don't know what just happened with my computer. It just shut off. I know it's not dead. Please tell me it ain't dead. You might have to pull up again.
Alright.
Yeah, that thing's dead. And I think we were at Lions and Colts, I think was the last one we talked about. Go to NFL, like the actual website. Yeah. Yeah, right there. To the low. Yeah, it's fine.
There we go. Alright.
So Browns and Raiders.
Oh, this is gonna be a good game.
It's gonna be a good game.
I'm gonna go for Baker to pull it out here.
I'm gonna go with Raiders.
You go with Raiders? Well, just because there's no way you can go 5 of 5. I mean, you can go 23 of 23 for 5 touchdowns and then come back and play like complete trash the very next week.
Yeah.
But I got Baker pulling it out here. You got the Raiders?
Yeah.
Derek Carr, don't get hurt seriously, but just like break a pinky. I just want to see Marcus play. That's it.
Yeah, I do.
I want to see him play.
Titans and Bengals.
Derek going off. Titans. We're mad. Everybody's back to sleeping on us.
What do you want? You want to predict the score for this one?
All right.
Say 42 to. I'll give him 21.
20. I was going to say 35-17. I got us winning comfortably though.
Yeah, I say Derek 150, 2 or 3 touchdowns. But I think Tannehill 350 maybe. I think he can hit 300.
Oh, for sure. The Titans are the only team in history to have a 200-yard rusher and a 300-yard passer.
And 150, I think, plus for I think Ferkser.
He did go off
He
the
went
pass.
off.
Look that up. But I know we're the first team for that. All right, Patriots, Bills.
Who's starting for the Patriots?
Cam. They ain't benched Cam yet. They pulled him out of the game, but I think their starter is still Cam.
Well, if Cam plays like he did last year, it's going to be the Bills easily.
I see them. The Bills are gonna win, but I want Cam to shape it back up, get his mojo. I want Cam to win, but if the Bills are going to,
I'm gonna call Bills for that one.
Chargers, Broncos.
That should be a good game of 2 terrible teams. I think. Is it Tyrod? Is he still on charge? No, Justin Herbert.
Herbert.
So yeah, I'm gonna go with Chargers for that one.
Hey, that boy Herbert. I jumped on the trend early and got him as my fantasy quarterback. That boy dropped 40. Fantasy advice: if he's in your league, go get him.
I wonder if he's. Oh, my phone died too. What the heck, man?
If Herbert is available in your league, go get him. Peep the Lewan jersey. Rest up, Lewan. I was kind of hurt when you tore your ACL.
All these big name players were like prayers for Odell and stuff. Where's my prayers for Taylor, man?
Right?
Come on.
But, pray to Odell too. That AC.
He'll be fine.
With the Odell, we need you. Well, not we. The Browns need you. But I really want to see Odell off the Browns. I want to see him with a stellar quarterback. I want to see Odell with Cam. I think it'll be beautiful.
Then what game we got next?
Next game, the 49ers and the Seahawks.
That's going to be a good one. With how 49ers played last week.
I got Russell Wilson continuing his
4
dominant,
touchdowns, 400 yards.
Yeah, his dominant game. Russell Wilson's going to be the MVP. Russell Wilson's going to pull it off.
I wish Tannehill would start getting 350 plus yardage games and be in the talks for MVP.
Tannehill should be in the talks for MVP, but it's just the way.
He was comeback player of the year last year, wasn't he? Yeah.
But it's just the way that our offense runs. He's not going to get it.
With Derek, Derek's carries have gone down.
Yeah.
He got like 30 something in the first game, and then it just kind of kept going down. He got 20 against the Steelers.
It's also because the first couple weeks when McNichols came into the game, you knew we were passing. But now, hey, shout out to McNichols.
He was fast.
I was happy, I was hyped for Darrington Evans, to be that 1-2 punch. But McNichols is doing what Deion Lewis couldn't do, and that was running the ball.
Yeah.
So shout out to him for that.
If you think about it, if we got another wide receiver, we'd have crazy good offense because we got 3 deep in the running back, 4 deep, because you got Jonnu Smith, Pruitt, Ferkser, and the other kid who came in, he was pretty good.
The
Pruitt?
tight end, Pruitt. It's like Mike Pruitt.
I think he played a lot last year. I think he did good.
He did, because who went down last year? There was another one that went down. But hey, Smith, Ferkser, and Pruitt, I love them.
Yeah.
Saints, Bears.
Saints. Well, I don't know, man. Because the Bears have kind of been on a little tear, haven't they?
Yeah, but they got shut down last night by the Rams.
I didn't watch that game. But the Rams are good, though. Saints are decent.
I got the Saints because the Bears defense is good. They're on the field too much. Nick Foles,
Yeah.
he can't move the ball.
Yeah, I'll probably go with the Saints, too.
And your Sunday night game is the Cowboys.
That's like New York and the Eagles. That turned out to be a decent game, though.
Yeah, two bad teams always.
Daniel Jones, we gotta show that highlight.
When he tripped over his own feet, I thought Danny was gone. I'm gonna make sure I put it in the pod. I'm gonna make sure I put that up there. But yeah, Danny tripping over his own feet and not getting the touchdown.
That just shows that's literally the NFC East for you.
Yeah, but I think the Eagles will pull it out.
Yeah, Eagles are gonna win.
And then the last game of the week, Bucks Giants.
Buccaneers
Is this even a question?
No. What is up? Yo, NFL, do something with your primetime games.
Don't get me wrong. The Rams, they're good, but the Bears aren't. So you could have moved the Seattle game to Monday with the Cardinals. The Titans and the Steelers into Sunday night. Like you could have. Whoever makes the schedule needs some help.
Like, cause coming into this year, the Giants weren't gonna be good.
Right? Like you knew that.
You knew coming into the year that the Eagles weren't gonna be good. Okay, you might have thought the Cowboys were gonna be good, but that kind of went down the drain.
I could see how this made the game, but I don't. The NFL refused. They don't want to change.
It's just so dumb.
All right.
Let me look up next week. I want to look up what week 9, what we got for prime time then.
They're probably still bad. Week 9 pregnant symptoms you expect.
Yeah. I just looked up week 9. So Thursday night, Packers and 49ers. Okay, there you go. That's better. Okay, come on, load. Saints and Buccaneers. Okay. You ruined it. Jets and Patriots. That's just ruined it.
Why?
You had a good week 9 going, and then you ruin it with the Jets and
Jets
Patriots.
and the Patriots to prime time? I'm not watching that.
Make the Seahawks and Bills. Okay, that could be a Monday night game. That's about it.
I'm gonna watch it.
Or even the Bears and Titans. Make that a Monday night. I don't care.
I hope we run all over the Bears.
I do too. I hope we.
But we gotta take it one week at a time. But I got doing that. Smoking on Cincinnati this week. Moving on from that disappointing loss. Gonna bounce back. Not stressed about it at all.
Disappointing, but I'm proud.
I really am. We held it down.
Proud of how we came out after halftime. I was hoping we could do that.
All right.
Well, that's gonna wrap it up here. Go make sure to check out the gram midday_midfield.
Cam be going in on them comments, y'all.
Don't try me. Let's see if dude ever answered.
But yeah, y'all make sure the Instagram. Shout out to if y'all commenting on the post. They're starting to become real interactive, and that's what we want. The polls. Thank y'all for starting to vote on those. When you watch this, make sure you share it, do all that stuff. Thank you for your support. We out.